One day, this partner that is based in US, Emmanuel, just tweet me and say, hey, let's sell software. And I say, yeah, I like that idea.
We have partners from different regions sharing their journey with the low-code platform. Today we have Diego, who is the CEO of AC Software, a Zoho Creator partner organization based out of Brazil.
Because there was a future, the only way to solve the issue that the companies has to develop something fast and deliver it as a product. Everything is going to be an app. Every company needs an app and cannot depend on traditional codes.
Hi Diego, welcome to India.
Thanks a lot, appreciate. Thanks for having me here.
Great. Let's start with the easiest question of all. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. I'm Diogo Junqueira. I'm CEO of AC Software, a company based in Brazil.
Great. Can you tell us more about your background? Where did you do your education and where you come from?
Of course. Well, actually, I don't come from IT education. I'm an agricultural engineer, and actually, I'm a business administration degree. So I have both degree, and IT came lots later than actually my education. So was something that I really liked, and then but was not what I studied for.
Not doing a IT kind of background, but still ending up for owning a IT business. Okay. How's your journey been so far for AC Software? Like, can you share us your journey with AC Software as a CEO?
Of course. Well, me and two other partners, we found the company back in 2009. And was amazing thing so far. So I used to work in another family business in something completely different. But one day, this partner that is based in US, Emmanuel, just tweet me and say, hey, let's sell software. And I say, yeah, I like that idea. I always like the IT, and I always like the idea of working with IT. And well, we just start the company, me, him, and Augusto, the other partner. Was three of us back then, and we start reselling software in Brazil. So that's how everything started, by a simple tweet. And since then, we moved to almost 70 people now, and multiples $1 million in revenue in Brazil, and something that we are very proud. The way we started from nothing and from one simple idea was pretty much amazing journey so far.
That's pretty interesting to hear. Can you tell us more about how did the initial stage, like how did you guys start?
Well, first we start with one vendor that we don't work with them anymore. It's a US vendor. So it's a monitoring solution. We start with that company when we first start the company. And then back there, we met Nirmal from Manage Engine. He visited in the first year in 2010. He visited Brazil, approached us and show us Manage Engine and say, hey, why you don't look at that solution? And first I look at and I say, hey, you have so many things. It looks different. Then I study and say, hey, let's be partner. So it was like, let's do a tryout. And first year was amazing because I felt like the Zoho Corporation itself, it was a family. And first time I came here in Chennai was like, okay, I don't want to work with that American vendor anymore. That's so different. And we fell really in love and had a very good relationship and have been growing since then with Manage Engine, doing 2 years, 2-digit grow year after year. And then a few years ago, we saw opportunity when we saw cloud market growing and to be Zoho partner as well. So we think, okay, Manage Engine back then, there was only few solutions in cloud, and we saw Zoho as cloud part of solutions. So we joined as a Zoho partner as well. I think there's only a few partners in the world that do both Manage Engine and Zoho, and we are one of them. And has been amazing so far. It's something that we really like to come here every January in Chennai. I have been here for the last 11 years. So it's something that we really look forward, and we really like to work with everyone here, because it's completely different than what we felt with other vendors that we work as other business units, because we really feel like part of it. That's something that make Zoho Corporation different from other vendors, and that's what I always say for colleagues and for my employees and for everyone that work with us.
Great. So what is your current customer base right now?
Oh, we have around 15 to 1600 customers in our base, something like that.
In Brazil, right?
In Brazil, yeah.
Great. Do you have have you implemented any solutions for customers around the world apart from Brazil?
Apart from Brazil, we have done some work in Angola, but most of them are in Brazil, like 99%.
How are companies adapting to the technology?
Well, right now, people are looking a lot of cloud solutions, so moving to the cloud and trying to find solutions like low-code solutions, something that they are looking for, and also AI and digital transformation after the pandemic is a hot topic. So people are very excited, and new topics like this get the hype done.
Great. Have you come across any companies who are like very stuck to the traditional approach compared to the modern ones?
Yeah, of course there is, but well, what happened is because the market have changed so much after the pandemic, and because we need it's not easy to find professionals in Brazil, so companies have to change, otherwise they will get stuck. So they either change fast or they stay behind. So something that will happen is the change. That's no way to go after that or go without it.
When you say you have more than like 1,000 plus 1,500 customers, what is your team size? How are you people managing?
Okay, right now we are about 70 people. So we have half of that is technical guys, so we divide in support, pre-sales, training and implementation, and the other half is between sales and marketing. So we have about 30% of our other half in marketing, and the rest are in sales. So sales, we mean SDRs, account manager, attention manager, and upsell manager, something like that.
Great. So how did you come across Zoho in general, Diego?
Well, after years coming here as a managing agent partner, we identified that back in the past, there was only managing agent was the concept on-premise. So we saw in Zoho the concept of cloud. And well, I say, hey, cloud will be the future, and I think we should partner with Zoho back then. So we start with Zoho Desk, and because we have a very good familiarity with Service Desk Plus on-premise solution. And then with other solutions like Zoho CRM and other stuff. So we start back because there was a future in cloud. Right now, Managing Agent also has cloud solution, but we identify that the types of customers that Managing Agent approach and the type of customers that Zoho approach are different types. So we kind of build a different sales force and different consulting team for each of those vendors.
How do you differentiate that? Like if a customer comes to you, how do you differentiate? Like this customer would be a perfect fit for the Managing Agent product, or this customer?
We have a few questions to qualify that, right? So of course, if the guy is looking for CRM, I will not pitch anything in Managing Agent. But in terms, for example, in Service Desk, right? If the guy wants something for customer service and wants something cloud, of course, I will go for Zoho Desk. That's something. If the guy wants something for more ITIL base and he wants something for more internal process and more specific, then we go to Service Desk Plus. And of course, we respect, there's a respect inside the company as well, where that lead came from. If the lead arrived from land in our side from Zoho Desk, the Zoho Desk team, the Zoho team, it will take care. They only transfer for a managed engine if they see there's no fit there, but they will try to manage. Either way, if something comes from managed engine side, and we only transfer if there is no way to go with managed engine product. So that's how we work there.
How many current Zoho products have you partnered with? One is Zoho Desk.
Well, right now we have Zoho Desk and Zoho Creator, Zoho Desk, Zoho Creator, and Zoho CRM. Those are the three products that we focus right now. Of course, Zoho One we pitch a lot because there's a lot of things inside of that. So, but if you say, hey, which one you pitch, which one is specialist, those are the ones that we are specialists.
Great to hear, great to hear. How do you see low-code implementation in the Brazil market? Like, companies are okay with the low-code technology, because earlier people, whenever we used to say the app development, right, people used to think of the traditional approach where we'll have to sit and write multiple lines of code. How is the low-code approach over there?
Well, right now is something very, let's see, growing, and something that I think the market will need it. We have a big issue in Brazil is about the amount of devs. To hire a dev right now in Brazil is very hard, and it's too many professionals trying to move from one position to any position to be a dev. Too many, and either way we have like a lack of professionals available to work. So low code, I think, is the only way to solve the issue that the companies has to develop something fast and deliver it as a product. So when we look in the, when I first start with Zoho Creator, I look in the low code market for now and for the future, and I saw some Gartner numbers, and I say, hey, there is no way there will be enough devs without the low code. So low code is something that I really think Brazil and market will embrace, and it will be something that we really want to invest, because everything is going to be an app. Every company needs an app and cannot depend on traditional codes, and because it's not going to be fast enough.
Great, that's perfect to hear. Now you mentioned like you people have been searching for a lot of developers to get into your company. Low code has a say that you don't need professional developers to build an app. What's your take on that?
I agree. We don't need a very specialist or very high skilled or seniors developer to getting a low code like Creator. If you have a small notion, for example, I will compare something like very like WordPress. It's something everyone can do, a WordPress website, right? Because it's very simple. So we look in low code. If you have the notion of something, you can drag and drop and build your app in a few minutes. We have done that in some lives. Our team, our technical team, did in a live in 2 hours build a small app for a user. It was amazing, and because something that was already done, and if there was to write from the beginning, it would take weeks for sure. So I agree with that take. And of course, you have to have Notion. You cannot be someone that have never seen what's be a dev is. But if you have Notion, you have something drag and drop, and you can read what's there. You're gonna be fine.
That's a perfect way to put it out, right? Initially, we also saw how would we use this platform. Then when the HR team, once our HR team wanted to develop an app to, distribute t-shirts and get the t-shirt size, we knew that Excel sheets handling like large amount of data would be complex. But that is when that thought struck our management to build a platform where they can just drag and drop solutions, build a form easily, and, publish it on their own rather than depending on the development team.
Yeah.
One follow-up question with the term you mentioned about how Creator has been there, right? How do you implement solutions? Like, what is the process? How long does the process usually take for any implementation? Let it be a desk, CRM or creator?
That will depend on how large is the project and how large is the size of the company. If it's an enterprise company, if it's a small company or medium company. So of course we have our own implementation team. So they are all project managers. They do the entire research. They do the right questions before starting the implementations. So before everything, there is a question to see what's the goal. When we get the goal, then we're going to start that implementation and we're going to deliver. So it's something really based on the ITIL process and based on the best practices of delivering solutions. So we try to do that in every of our implementations. And well, you mentioned something that is very funny. We had a problem because agenda of technicians was something always hard. And the sales guy always try, you are available for this or available for that. Was even using the agendas itself was not easy. So our team developing 2-3 days using Zoho Creator, a app that our sales teams can find and book a slot for a pre-sales engineer for a tech demonstration using Zoho Creator. That was amazing and solved a big issue between sales guys and the pre-sales team. So that's something we did in the last 2 months and was amazing.
That has been one of our vision, right? We want to bridge the IT team as well as the gap between the IT team and the business team.
Yeah.
We want to ensure like the business team can take care of building an application, whereas the IT team can set up the guardrails, compliance, take care of compliance, governance and all. One dive, like you would have come across different challenges when you're implementing any solutions or in this journey of your 11 years of career at AC Software. Any challenges you want to share and any learnings that came out of it?
Of course. Well, first, in the beginning, when we get the first enterprise projects, we have a lot of enterprise. When I say enterprise, we have customer with 80,000 devices in Endpoint Central, the customer with, thousands of technicians. So those projects was a challenge in the beginning because we didn't look very well. We didn't make the right questions, but we learned from it. And that there was no other way to mention or to surpass that without actually suffering from the pain and say, hey, next time we know which questions we need to know before start a project like this. We always come around, and because of ManageEngine and Zoho helps, we come around and implement it. But could be easier if it was not, we had done the right questions, the right sizing, those kind of things is something that we really learned in the process. There was no other way to identify.
That's a nice way to put. Thanks a lot, Diego. I just have a quick rapid fire session, which I'll just ask you quick questions and probably you can go ahead answering one of them.
Sure.
Can you share a quick tip or a trick with Zoho Creator, though you wouldn't have used that application? One, much of the technical side, but one thing which people could leverage it for their business.
Okay, got it. Well, I think people can leverage the drag and drop and the fast way to develop a solution. That's something that devs can really count on that. And another thing is the way after the code is ready, the documentation will be a lot easier. That's something that devs sometimes don't do it well, and because the way the Zoho Creator keep everything there, so to document it, your app is gonna be very, very, very good.
Not just the devs, even the non-developers like me.
I know.
The drag and drop is so useful
to us. Yeah, and because to document a app. A code is something that is very important, and a lot of devs doesn't do it. And Zoho Creator give the documentation ready. That's something.
That's a process to be followed.
That's a process. Yeah.
If you could give Zoho Creator a tagline that if it reflects your personality, what would it be?
I think it would be easy as it can be.
Oh, nice way to put it on. Okay, one question. If you had to convince someone to try Zoho Creator, what would you say to them?
I would say, hey, how long would it take a dev to build a few lines of code? why not try something and ask the same dev and compare how long it take to do the same thing, same job with this code. If you feel that your same dev is doing it faster, I think it's good for you.
Oh, nice way. What are your future goals with our products at Zoho?
Well, I believe a lot in Zoho Corporation itself, and in Zoho Creator, we are going to invest a lot for this year, 2024. We just have professionals, certification professionals. We have done the first event last year, and we're going to plan a lot of things for this year. So I really think we can grow a lot in Brazil. I believe in the market and I believe in the product.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. I want to share one quick thing with our audience. I went through your LinkedIn profile before sitting with you, and
Sure.
one thing, one was in the Portuguese language, but still I tried to translate that into English, and I was surprised to see what I came across. I would like to read it out to our audience. This is for the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They are not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them, but the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as crazy, we see them as genius, because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who actually do. This is one of the quote by Steve Jobs.
Exactly. And
so I usually take him as an inspiration, especially his marketing strategies, the way he puts out things, right? Do you consider yourself as one of the crazy ones along with him?
Well, I want to believe that I'm one of the crazy ones. I'm a big fan of Steve Jobs, and I'm crazy about everything he did and how he did it. And well, we need to believe that we are one of the crazy ones. Otherwise, we cannot change or cannot move. So that's what we try to pass to our people in our company, that we need to be one of the crazy ones if you want to make the difference.
That's a nice way to put it. Thanks a lot. Now, following up on Steve Jobs, any learnings you took from him and you've implemented in your work environment?
Well, I think he's a very focused guy, and he always he goes with what he believes, and that's something that I actually do myself. Doesn't matter if people think I'm wrong, or sometimes think that we are going in the wrong direction. If I really believe that's something that can be right, I keep sticking with that and try until we can achieve. That's something that I really put in the company as well.
Thanks a lot for that, Diego. Now, just one final question to end this beautiful conversation. What are your one thing you would like to say to someone who is looking forward to become a Zoho partner? Well,
I really say that there is no other vendor in the world that is like Zoho or Zoho Corporation. I know so many vendors. I have been traveling around the world, and I have other business units. And well, Zoho we feel like home. Chennai is like my second city, and I have been here for the last 11 years. And always, you guys are very good hosts with us. It's something, doing business here is like dealing with people, not with numbers. That's the most important part. So that's what I can tell people that want to be partner. Come and you're going to see the difference.
Perfect. Thanks a lot for this beautiful conversation, Diego. I hope our viewers are also taking a lot of learnings out of this. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you for the interview and to have me here.
Anytime. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.